Today we'll just explain about one complex report. Okay, we know that how to write a queries, but in a real-time point of view, normally what they will expect. Okay, so I will just explain in more detail, just like a complex report, by considering all what is that optimizing techniques. So effective report in a real time, how they will expect. Okay, so I will just explain. Why? Because we are having only one topic, that is enhancement. So that enhancement at this moment you are not able to understand actually. So that's why I will just take that topic as a last topic. Okay. So before that, we just want to understand the complex scenarios, one complete report in a real time point of view, how it will be. I will just explain.
So do we also use this BAPI regularly or how exactly, sir?
For,
The last class which you
for
taught
creating a
us.
sales orders or purchase orders, just like it is an alternative for data
For
migration,
BDC.
alternative for
Okay.
BDC. Okay. So the
Yeah.
BDC will use in the beginning, BDC will use in the middle. So depends on the requirement. At the
Yeah.
same way, PAPI also will use in the beginning. So in the initial stage, I just want to upload total information from mainframes to SAP. Then we'll use BDC or PAPI in the beginning. At the
But
time,
usually, so which one are you using, sir?
so depends on the requirement actually. Our priorities. So normally in case of a BDC, how we are entering a manually. So in the background, it will do the same activity. It is a BDC. Okay. At the time of
Okay.
navigation, okay. So some problems will come. Sometimes we want to skip from first screen to third screen. Sometimes we want to skip from first screen to fourth screen. Like that, it depends on our inputs. We just want to change the screen. So if you recorded, always the sequence is fixed. So in that case, we'll face a problem. Okay. If the screen sequence, that scrolling is not required, then we'll go for a BDC.
Okay, sure.
These three are the solutions for a common thing. It's like we want to upload bulk data. Is it in the beginning of the project, or is it in the middle of the project, or every day, end of the day, or every month ending? We want to upload bulk data into SCP. So in that case, in few cases we'll use BDC, in few cases we'll use BAPI.
Okay.
Uh, so why we are preferring a BAPI? So the thing is, last time I just asked you, I just want to upload 10,000 records of a sales order. Then which one you will choose? That is the problem actually. As a lead or a end user, I will just ask, okay, I just want to upload 10,000 records every day night at 12 o'clock. Then how you will start? Is it a BDC or BAPI? That is your choice. They told like, okay, that is your choice. You can select BDC or BAPI. So our first priority for that particular business scenario, we'll check for the BAPI. If any BAPI is available, then we'll use a BAPI. If BAPI is not available, then only we'll go for the BDC. Got my point? Why?
Yes,
Because
sir.
BAPI, there is no screen navigation actually. Directly it will use the background logic. Directly it will push the data into database table. If it is a BAPI.
No.
But if it is a BDC, that is just like a manually how you are entering those screens. If you pass like a N, it will be in a background. If you pass A, you are seeing all the screens how we are entering manually. That means in the
Yeah.
background, it is calling those screens and our value is going to the screen. After that, at last, we are clicking the save button. That button is inserting the data into the database. But in case of a BAPI, it is not using a screens. It is taking the last step. Once you click the save button, how it is going? The program will trigger and it will push the data into the database. So only that portion it will use in case of a BAPI. So in that case, there is no screen navigation issue. Why? Because there is no screen. It is directly dealing with the background logic. There is no scrolling option. Why? Because at a time, hundreds of records we are just pushing. We are filling into items IT underscore items, and we just hand over into the BAPI. Is it 100 or single line? Both are same for that. It's an internal table. You will directly insert. If it is a BDC, 10 lines will enter. And after that, you have to click page down. Then next set of 10 lines will come. Then we'll enter those values. So likewise, you have to click a page down. Why? Because in the 100 lines at a time, you can't enter in the existing screen. So the screen is not enough. So we'll face the problem that like a page down, you have to click. When to click? My screen is very big. For me, it is storing 10 lines, but your screen is very small. It is taking only 2 lines. Every 2 lines, you have to click a page down. So if you record it with a 10, if I'm using with a small screen, then I will face a problem. That is a screen resolution issue. Why? Because you are handling with the screen. The screen is changing, depends on your screen, your monitor size. So that is the problem with the BDC. If you don't have any problems like screen navigation issues, screen fitting issues, then we'll go for the BDC. But our first priority is if there is any BAPI, we'll directly use a BAPI. It's clear now?
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah.
Just like in case of a BDC, first our values are going to the screen. Once you click on the save, in the second portion, it will background logic will trigger. It will insert the data into the database. PAPI is not using the first part. It is directly having a second part only. Directly pushing the data, directly inserting in the database. So that is preferable. There is no screen issue. So that's why our priority for the back. So for each complex business scenario, BAPIs are available. You can directly see the BAPIs. What are the BAPIs available? Last time I simply entered the sales order BAPI. But how to enter the sales order BAPI? How we will know that what are the relevant BAPIs? So we are having a transaction called BAPI. BAPI. So in this,
Sir,
we are talking about
initially,
sales orders. That means here these are the different business scenarios. We are talking about sales and distribution. This is our module. In that we are having sales and billing. So now we are talking about sales. Click on the sales. In that we are talking about a sales order. Click on sales order. Okay. So here sales order. Then click on this one tools. So here we are having button like a execution button actually. So click on that. Click on set. It will show what are the available BAPIs for sales order. So if you need some BAPI, go to that module. Inside that, go to that particular subdivision and click on that. Then you can see that what are the available BAPIs. Here we are talking about sales order creation. So here we are having a BAPI sales order create from data, data 1, data 2, like that. These are for creation. That means it is a alternative for VA01. So manually what we'll do, we'll go to VA01 and we'll enter the data and we'll create a sales order. But if it is a BAPI, we can use these BAPIs. So likewise, you want to say change the sales order, we'll go to VA02. So if it is a BAPI, it's a sales order change BAPI. If you want to see the status of the sales order, we'll use this BAPI. If you want to simulate means you just want to try, but you are not confirming. So just like you are giving your inputs, you are just checking is it data is correct or not. That is just like a simulation. We are not confirming. We are not creating really. But user given the data, we just want to simulate that. So is it working correct? User will click on that. Is everything is correct in the data? If there is any problem, then based on the error, he will correct. Then everything is correct. Then only he will use this create and he will create. So we'll give two options. One for testing purpose, test. We are not confirming. We are just testing input file is correct or not. in the content is correct or not. That is just like a test option. Second one is real time, real, process it, create sales order. In that case, we'll call this one. So simulation means just like a testing, input is correct or not, content is correct or not. It's just like a simulating, but we are not creating a sales order. We're just checking input, the given values are correct or not. That is a simulation. So here, if you see this one, we are having same for same creation. We are having create from data one, create from data two. All these three are for sales order creation. But why they have given from data one, data two? Which one we have to use? So this is just like an initial stage. They have given this one. After some time, they modify some logic in the background logic. They add some corrections. So then that is the next version. This like this is the two is the recent version. Likewise, if it three is there, you have to use three. That is just like a advanced. So they added some patches, and this is the updated version for sales order creation. So in our case, which one we called? Two we called. Which number is big? So that BAPI will use. The background logic almost same. Small corrections will be there, just like a version 1, version 2, and version 3. We'll use version 3. Why? Because it's an updated one. They fixed all previous issues. So we are going to use version 3. Create from data 2. Clear? So because of that reason, I called this BAPI sales order create from data.
Okay.
So the T code is a BAPI. T code itself it's a BAPI. So here different modules in SAP we are having sales and distribution, logistics, material management. Likewise, different modules are there. So depends on our requirement, we'll go to that module. So in case of a billing, I just want to know the BAPI for billing. So directly go there. So here we can see that BAPI creation, create from data. So create from data. Create from data is an advanced one. Cancel. We already created. We just want to cancel that. We want to confirm. We just created, but we are not confirmed. So then we have to use billing document confirm. Edit. That means change. Sometimes we just want to see that available billing document that is display. So in most of the cases, for every standard transaction, they have given BAPI. Like in all the cases, 01 is for creation, 02 for change, 03 for display. So here also in the BAPI, they will give one for creation, one for creation, one for change, another for display. Those three BAPIs they will provide for an important transaction. So if anyone asks that, okay, I want to create a billing document number, so I will provide one Excel where we'll have a billing data. So based on that, you have to create a billing document number. So remaining process is same. How we are uploading, reading the file from Excel to SAP. Now data is ready. We are looping the content. Inside that, we'll call this BAPI instead of sales order. We'll call a billing. The only BAPI is changing. The content fields are changing, but we are handovering our information to this BAPI. It will create. How it is creating, that's not our job. It's how to pass the data to this one. That is similar to our sales order. So we just created a sales order and we tested it is working fine. So now in the interview, we will tell that, okay, I have developed one program for creating billing documents by using a BAPI. Just only change the name. They will ask that which BAPI you are using. Create from data. That's all. The remaining process nobody will ask. So it is just like a function model we called inside the loop. So thousands of records directly it will create. So that is the advantage with the BAPI. So if you know that how to use a single BAPI, then we can tell for any scenario. If they are asking accounting, then we'll tell that, okay, I'm calling accounting document creation BAPI for accounting creation. Purchase order, I'm calling purchase order creation BAPI for purchase order creation. So in the resume, we can add 6 or 7. We tested only sales order, but we in the resume, we can add 6 or 7. Why? Because the process is same. They will just ask about the name. which BAPI you are using. So you can directly come here and you can check, or otherwise you can check in the Google. So purchase order creation BAPI. What is the BAPI? You will get the name. So billing document number. What is the BAPI? So the same thing you will add in the resume and you will project. If you understand the process, what we discussed last time, how we are calling the BAPI inside that, before that, how what are the parameters we are giving to the user, how we are reading and storing in an internal table, what is the function model we are using. After that, what we are doing, how we are preparing the data before passing to the BAPI. So if you understand that concept, same thing. The theme is same. When project like 5 or 10 objects like that, the process is same. So in future, I just worked on only sales order, purchase order. But if they asking for any other, I can directly give. That's not a problem actually. I can why, because the process is same. So that's why I just explained what is the content, what is the theme. Hmm?
Yeah, sir.
Now you are 100% perfect. Now, huh?
Yeah, we need to practice.
Interview, they're normally in real time. Once they assign the work, they may expect so many things. But the interview point of view, it's a simple
Yeah.
actually. So
Okay.
now our target is interview. Cracking the interview is important. Just like we're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
cracking the features, we just want, based on that we want to crack the interview. But blindly you can't crack the interview. So for that we have to practice. But
Correct.
present is just like as a beginner, how to explain in the interview. That is our main what is that main target at this moment. That is our target. How to clear an
Yes.
interview. Once you enter
Yes.
that into the company, then it's not that much easy. It will be a little bit difficult. But now our target is we want to clear that. If anyone asks for the BAPI, you will tell in the resume what are the things we have to add. We can add. So understand the concept. That's all.
Okay.
BAPI wise, it's okay now.
Yes, sir.
Mm. So now we are going to create a sales order. Same thing. Why we are always talking about the sales order? Why? Because in a real time, we know sales order concept is easy. So directly or indirectly, we know that what is a sales order, how we are creating. So that's why always I am just explaining the sales order concept. At the same time, in a real time point of view, also maximum things will sell our products. That means always we'll deal with the sales orders only. So maximum time. So that's why I always am explaining the sales order. So now we are developing one report for sales order. So sales order, that means that is a sales distribution module. It's a report, or this is a naming convention. So Z is a real time. Till now we created with a Y. Why? Because all are testing program. But now I am assigned a work. You are going to create a new report. It's a real time report. Then you have to follow your naming conventions. First is Z. Second one is your module name, SD, MM, PP, HR. So like that, that is your module name, FI. So the next one is it a report, enhancement, or conversion? So that is, so ours is report. Say, so sales order details. So this is our report name. So the up to this one, this is a naming convention. After that, this should be meaningful name. So by seeing that, okay, sales order details. So if anyone see this report, they will understand. Okay, they have created one report for sales order. Okay, so you have to follow the naming convention. In the beginning, you are creating with a YMR. Sometimes you are creating with a YMR1, YMR_1. But if you follow the standards, so always you will think in a direction. So once you got a job at the time, how to create a name? Is it YMR or Vaisravan or Jadsravan or Jadamar? So you will confuse. If you follow the standard, so you will create as it is. So at the time of practicing also, just follow the naming convention. Why? Because our target is we just want to prove like we are a real time person. So don't confuse. In the beginning, once you enter into the company, first problem will start with the naming convention only. How to start.
Okay.
So now itself, just try to understand how I am creating in a real time point of view.
Yes, sir.
So open sales orders details, executable program. So here save. So here in a real-time point of view, we'll have different packages. So in the beginning of the project itself, okay. So I am a lead for the project. Then I will go to SE80. So here package, I am creating one package. So we are for storing our sales order details. We are just creating GSD. So somebody already created. So that's why it is suggesting the name. So we'll create it like a GSD one. In a real-time point of view, normally they will create a GSD. So our custom sales order relevant programs will store in this package. The package is just like a folder. In that folder, we'll create all SD relevant reports, enhancements, and everything. Why? Because in future, I will go to this package. I will just see that what are the how many reports we developed for sales order. So somebody user is asking for one report. I just want to see that similar report is already there in the system or not. So and that at that time, I will just open the folder. So in our case also, we'll create one folder for movies, one for English, one for Kannada, one for Telugu. Like that, we'll divide. Why? Because if you want to see Hindi movie, directly you can go to Hindi folder. If you want to see Kannada movie, you will directly go to Kannada folder. So that is for easy maintenance. So if you want to see the movie or if you want to delete the movie, directly you can go to the folder and you can do that activity. So here also, you're creating a package and that is for easy maintenance. Now this package is not available. Package GST1 doesn't exist. Create. For which purpose we are creating? Sales and distribution. So this purpose we created one package. So here, if it is a complete package, we are creating new package. That means this is an independent one. You have to create a new transport request. Create a transport request. So here what I'm doing, I created a one transport request. Okay. So now the package is ready. So at the time of creating our program, it is asking for the package. Now I will give GSD1. Till now we use this local object. Now I'm not going to use that local object. Why? Because it's a real-time project. It should capture in the transport request. If it is in the transport request, then only I can move from development to quality, quality to pre-production, pre-production to production. If it's a local object, we can't transport to the next level. We can test in the development system, but we can't transport to the next level. So that's why we are just storing in the package and here at the time of saving. So we are not using this uh, package request. Why? Because package is independent of the object actually. It's not linked with the package. They're not linked with this particular report. That package is, we are just storing hundreds of reports in that package in future. So this package is independent one. It's not linked with only this report actually. So first we'll create a package and we'll move it. Now this is our report. So this is completely independent one. Create a new transport request. So now give open sales orders report. Okay, this is our transport request. So now save it, activate it. So how to check the transport request? Now I created two, one for package, one for the report. So where we can check our transport details, SE10. This is a T code, and here we can see like display. Here you can see that I created one transport request number, TR number. So that in that what I stored package, which package I stored here, GSD1. So that is one transport request. Another one is sales order. So our recently created report I stored here. So this is one TR and this is another TR. So normally what we'll do, first we'll move the package. So what are the packages relevant to our project? One for ST, that is GST. Another one is FI, GFI, GMM. Like that, we'll create multiple packages. So in the beginning itself, we'll move the package to the next level system. Why? Because at the time of without moving this package, if you are trying to move this program, in this program we use this package. So if you move this one in the beginning, then it will look for this package. This package is not moved to the quality system. There it will create a problem. Why? Because it will tell that the GSD package is not available. So because of that reason, move the package first to the quality system, next level system, then move the objects. Okay, package is the just like a primary, that is the main link. There is a link between these two. Why? Because we use this package in the report. That means move this package to the next level, quality. Then at the time of moving this report to the quality, this package will be there. Then there is no error. Otherwise, if you simply move this report to the next level, this package is still in the development system, then it will throw an error. Got my point? So how to move the TR to the next level? So we created this TR. Number is automatically system will propose. So we'll call this one as a transport request. Here you can see like a transport organizer request. So we'll call this one as TR, transport request number. In that, it is created a task. So the below one, it is 25, the below one is 26. We'll call this one as a task and we'll call this one as a transport. So if you want to move this particular TR to the next level, first we'll move task. So select the task and click on lorry button, release. So this checkbox check will come. After that, once you move the task, then click on the TR. TR also moved. So successfully completed. That means this is ready to import actually. It's not reach to the quality. It will wait in between development system to quality. Why? Because by mistake, if you moved everything to the quality or production, then it will create a problem. So from our side, we will release. We'll call this button as a release button. Release. We're just releasing from the development. We are not moved complete to the quality. So basis people will be there who will maintain the system. They will check our object and they will move to quality system. After that, it will wait in between development system to quality system. So it's in the middle. This why? Because unofficially, if you blind, you are a beginner in the project, if you simply click on this lorry button, it's moved to the production system, it crashed the system, then that will be a problem. These basis people will check that is a required object or not. Is it gone through the entire process? Is it completely required as per the business? And if you are having complete approvals, then only they will move to the next level system. Blindly, we can't move. Why? Because if you blindly we created dummy program or some blunders in the program, if you simply move to the production, it will crash the production system. So that's why from our side, we'll just click release. That's all. That means we are just released and make it available. The security people will come. Security means basis people will come into the picture who will maintain the system. They will check all the properties. Is it completely as per the process? Then only they will move this report to the next level. Clear? Once you released, So that object is not appearing here. So why? Because at the time of checking, I just remove this button, release button. So now it will be available. So here you can see the released one, SD module one. So here you can see that checkbox is there. It's moved. It's already released. So now if you try to change something, then it will ask for the new transport request. That means you created this module and some issue with that module. Then once again, if you try to edit, then it will ask for the new transport request. Okay. Any doubts in the TR creation and other things?
No, sir. So normally in real time, this is how we do, right, sir?
Yes, yes. We'll capture our what is that a report or a object into a TR.
Okay.
So we'll test everything in the development system. If it is working fine,
Okay.
then they will move the TR to the quality. Then it will be available in the quality. Up to that, it will be only available in the development system.
So before we create any program, so this has to be done, right?
And in a real-time point of view, you have to capture the TR. Then only it will go to the next level. You will simply click on a local
Okay.
button.
Will the TR be unique for everyone, or we can use the standard which are already available?
I clicked on the new button, new create. I use the
That's what we should we
this
create
create
new
such.
TR for every program, or like how exactly, sir?
No. For every activity, every program.
Huh.
Because you developed one program, I developed another program. So your program is working
Okay.
fine. Then I want to move your program. It's independent.
Okay. So
You
the
can't wait
TR
for
will be
why
independent
because
for.
Amar.
I mean, that's what the TR will be unique for everyone. So every time we create a program, we will have our own unique TR we need to
Ah,
create, and then we need to
mm,
proceed with the program, right?
that's all. That's all. Why? Because your piece
Oh,
that it is working fine. We just want to move only your program. Then if it is
yeah.
linked with unique for your program, then only I can move. Otherwise, our three programs are there in the same tier. Then remaining two programs testing in progress. Then we can't move. We have to wait for other three programs.
Yeah.
So that's why we'll
Okay.
create
Okay.
a
Got it,
unique
sir.
tier for unique object.
Okay.
So unique here in object means one report or some activity in the BDC program. That is an object actually. So now this program is there in our what is it? TR. Here we are able to see the open sales order. So here you can see that our program name. Okay. Normally once they tested, we'll click on this one task first and click on the lorry button. And once it is moved, then we'll move click on the TR and click on the lorry button.
Okay.
Okay, that is the process actually. So most of the time we'll what is that? We'll fail here actually. So in a real time, how to release very big process for the what is it? Freshers or fake candidates. Then the interview also we'll ask the questions relevant to this one TR. They will confuse. Finally, we'll make them confused and we'll reject.
Okay.
Why? Because in a real time only you will know that how we are moving. So many people they just know that how to create a program, but they don't know about this SC10, how we are releasing, what is this task, what is this TR, is it a common for all the programs or is it specific to only one program? Like that, that confusion will be there.
Yeah.
So that's why to check that the person is a real time person or a fake person, then we'll ask more questions on this transport request.
Okay.
So now, as usual, I just want to use a parameters like p underscore vk or the same set type vbak vk okay at the same time. So this is the parameter. So at the same time I want to make this as an obligatory. Once user should enter, if he is not entered he can't see the result. Select option s underscore customer number for okay. Check the syntax. So this will be okay. The select options what we used, we have to declare. So in the beginning is a view, so this execute this one. So it is looking like a P underscore VQ or this organization. So if there is any board, then it will be looking good. At the same time, if there is any text, then it will be good. So first concentrate on the selection screen. You just want to give proper selection screen. We started that screen V1, where to end that screen V1. So which screen we started, we have to give the same name, V1, V1. Begin of screen, selection screen, begin of block B1 screen. So begin of not screen, begin of block. So what is the difference between the previous one and this one? So now the box is available. So here I just want to give something. So if you maintain the text here, just double click on this one, just give some text. Just to it. Come back. Now this label is added. Okay. Now the box is added and this text also we added, selection criteria. Then we just want to add a text for this one. So directly go back and go to text elements, that selection text. So what are the parameters we declared? Those things will be available. If you want to use a standard text, so like in a standard for sale, VKVRG, sales organization is there. So we just at the time of declaring VBAK VKVRG. If you want to use the same text, just click on this one. So automatically it will take from the standard table properties. So for sales organization, so VKVRG sales organization, customer number sold to party. So it is showing sold to party. I don't want that sold to party. I just want to display like a customer. Then in that case, just give customer number. So for this one, material is okay. Sales document is okay. So here you don't want to give sales document. You just want to give like a sales order. So just change, you can change. If you want to use the standard one, just click on this one. If you don't want the standard, just to remove that button. So now the screen wise is effective. Here the proper description open sales.
Sir, your voice is low, sir. It's not audible.
My voice is low.
Now it's fine.
Okay. So now if you see this one, open sales order details. Okay. This is meaningful. By seeing this, okay, user will understand this report is for open sales order. At the same time, this is selection criteria. What are the fields we have given? So now the screen wise it's ready. It is effective. So first concentrate on the selection screen. What we can do in a better way to the user. So we made it the first field as a obligatory. That means user should enter any one of the sales organization. Is it a Bangalore or Vizag or Hyderabad? He should enter. Then only he can see the results. So that's why the sales organization field is the obligatory field. Remaining things are optional. So if you don't know the sales order, it's okay. But you have to enter your sales organization or which region you want to execute this report. Otherwise, if you want to execute for all the things, means lakhs of records will be there. It will take more time to give the information. But if you are talking about Bangalore, then give your sales organization for which region. Enter your
So
region.
obligatory means it is must. The field is must, right?
Obligatory means it's mandatory.
Okay.
So remaining things are optional. If you know the sales order number, you will give the sales order number. Otherwise, you can see all the sales orders. From that, you can check the required information. Okay. So like the selection screen is important actually. So now we design the screen. The screen is working perfect. Then we have given an organization, sales organization, if the organization is correct or not. So in the beginning itself, we have to validate it. So for Bangalore region, it's 1,000. If you simply entered 1, 2, 3, 4, then it's a wrong. I just want to stop there itself. I don't want to retrieve the data. After 30 minutes, I don't want to tell like your sales organization itself wrong. It's a blunder. In the beginning itself, I just want to stop. That means you have to validate your input values. So normally most of the cases will validate parameters, not the select options. Select options means a range 1 to 10,000 you entered. I can't validate all 1 to 10,000. But if you enter a single parameter, I can validate that. So now what I'm doing, I'm just adding validation. Validation will come under at selection screen on. You're talking about which field? Sales organization field. So for this sales organization, how will validate? What is the correct table? On which table you will check sales organization? Okay. Just double click on this table declaration. So we are talking about VBAK, VKRG. Just double click on this one. So here VKRG is there. Just double click on the data element. So now domain is there. Just double click on the domain. Go to this tab. Here you can see one table. That is the value table. That is the master table. So we have to check in the master table of sales organization. So how we are navigated? We just first went to the table. In the table, we went to data element. From the data element, we went to domain. In that domain, we clicked on the last option. The last option, we can see that value table. What is the master table for the sales organization? TOKO is the master table for the sales organization. So you have to write a query. So at the time of transferring amount to the particular person, we have to check the master table of the account. First of all, check that this account is available or not. If account is available, then you can talk about the transferring process. First of all, account is wrong. What is the use of talking about the second next level process? Here also, the sales organization itself wrong. What is the use of displaying sales orders in a wrong sales order organization? So that's 100% wrong. So got my point. In the beginning itself, we have to validate your sales organization. Which table we have used? So this is our table name. Just to go to the table. In the table, only the VKRG will be the primary key field. So only one sales organization at a time it will be available. Always it will be unique. So you have to write a query on TVKO and you have to validate. So how to write a query? Select which one you want to check, VKRG from which table into where you want to store this local variable where given sales organization, you are just checking in the master table. So if it is available, then it will return one parameter, SUBRC, size sub RC. That means if it is 0, that means that query is success. We are having this particular sales organization inside this table. If it is not equal to 0, that means it will return 4. Then there is a problem with that. So you entered a wrong sales organization. Then correct it. Then only I will display the remaining information. So the validation will be there in this. So now this T, I have to declare this data LB underscore VKORG. So select only one value will be there. That means select a single. So we are just passing. So this 1000 only one time it will be available in the master table. So one account number only one time it will be available in the master table. Like is one sales organization, only one time it will be available. So that's why you have to add like a select a single. Directly you are storing the value into a variable. So if you are having a multiple record, you have to use into table. But here we are expecting only single value. So that's why directly into at the time of retrying itself, we have to tell like select single record, only one record. Because we know that one record will come. We come with my employee ID, how many Sravans will come? Only one. Then you have to tell like okay, only one. This is his employee ID. So like here we are just giving the unique information, then only one record will come, that is select single. So what I am telling here is size of R is equal to 0. The sales organization is already available. Then no problem. Not equal to 0. If it is not available, you entered a wrong sales organization. You have to throw an error. Which error you have to throw? Message. Invalid. Sales organization. What type of error? It's a blunder. 100% error. So if what you entered is a wrong, then I want to stop there itself. So we are having different type of error messages. So this is an error, means 100% wrong. We are having success message. Sometimes we want to show like a success. Sometimes we want to show like a information. Sometimes we want to show like a warning. But in this case, there is an error. What you entered is wrong. There's a blunder. So you have to stop there itself. So now okay, we added a validation. Right. Now I just entered a wrong sales organization. Okay, I'm just trying to execute. And it is throwing an error, invalid sales organization. So you have to correct it. Then only it will go to the next. So I just enter correct sales organization now. Then it is going to the startup selection and it is written. If you enter the wrong, so it is going here. It is validating in the checking in the master table. What you entered is wrong. Then it is throwing an invalid sales organization. If it is success, so then it will go to the starter selection and it will display that what we are writing here, that is displaying the final output. Clear?
Yes.
So like this, you have to validate as a user. We'll expect.
Okay.
So if it's not showing any information and finally it is not displaying any content, just like in a Gmail, you are just logging in. So you entered a wrong password. If it is not showing anything, and it's not throwing any error, then it will be a problem actually. In our case also, if there is any problem, throw an error in the beginning. I will correct in the beginning itself. So give a meaningful message. So that's why here we're just telling invalid sense allegation. So by mistake, I thought something. Okay, I just want to enter 100, but by thinking something, I just entered 1234 by mistake. And I know that what is the correct value. So immediately I will correct. You have to give the meaningful description. What type of error? You have to validate. So like for the given screen fields, you have to validate. The first one is screen designing. Give proper screen for entering the input. Once you enter the input, just to validate the input. The second option, we validated. Everything is correct. Then only retrieve the data. Okay? Till the time, don't retrieve the data. The data retrieval process we will do in the starter selection. Now select what are the fields we want to retrieve from this Abelian. So somewhere without option. Okay, here what are the fields we want to retrieve. So as usual, just to open the table, the same sort of table. So we did last time the same thing. Same fields we use once again. Why? Because why we are repeating the same table, we'll get some familiarity. We know the field. Okay, what is the use it for sales order number? What do you use it for sales? Creation date, like that. Okay, these are the fields we want to retrieve from here.
So, sir, here, which fields to select, they will provide us, right? Which fields
And
has
they
to
will
be selected?
provide what are the fields they want to see in the final output. They will give that information.
Okay.
They only tell that. That's not our job. They will tell that what they want to see in the final output.
Okay. So only those we need to select, right?
Only those fields.
Okay.
So now these are the fields we want to select from this table. So we have to declare this internal table. So this table is not available. So we have to declare the table. Okay, now the declaration is ready. So the previously we just retrieve the sales order from VBA table. So based on the selection criteria. Okay, the first one is
Sir, your voice is low again.
if user now it's okay.
Sir.
If user enters sales organization and sales order number and the customer number, so based on that we'll retrieve the data. Okay, so previously it developed. So last time also we developed a report for the similar input parameters. But what is this difference? So now at the time of creation itself, we just given a description like open sales orders. So if we directly retrieving from VBAK, it is giving all the sales orders what we created in last 10 years. Why? Because you just entered a sales organization. Why? Because you are from a Bangalore location. So you entered 1,000 sales organization and you are trying to retrieve a sales orders. But I don't want all the sales orders. I just want to see that what are the open sales orders. Open means what are the pending sales orders. I don't want to see all the sales orders. We already created those sales orders and we closed, we delivered the item, we got the money, everything is completed. Now I don't want to talk about those sales orders. I just want to see that what are the pending sales orders. We created a sales order after the delivery is pending. We delivered that item after the billing is pending. We generated a billing and after that accounting is pending. So if there is any problem in the business process, like once we created a sales order, and after that, what are the steps, subsequent steps? If everything is completed, then there is no issue. I don't want to display those closed sales orders. That means we already processed. The process is completed. Don't worry about those sales orders. I just want to see that what are the pending sales orders. If delivery is pending, then I will talk with the delivery department. If the billing is pending, then I will talk with the finance people. If there is accounting is pending, I will talk with the accounting people. For that one, I need one report which will give the information of the status of the sales order. So I want to retrieve, I want to display only open sales orders. Okay, so if you go to VBAK table, I'm not able to see those sales order is open or closed. So where I can see that the sales order is open or closed, we are having one more table called VBUK. So here if we give the sales order number, it will tell like here we are having one, what is that, one flag. It will tell that the sales order is closed or opened. What is the technical name of the field? GBSTK. So this particular sales order field, it will tell that if it is a type C, that means it's completed. If it is not equal to C, some problem is there in the sales order. It's not completed. It is in progress. So we're not able to get this sales order is closed or open from the VBAK table. So in that case, what we have to do? So we have to write one more query. Select which what is the field, VBLN, sales order number, GBSTK, that is a close status field from VBUK into table IT underscore VBUK are all entities. I just want to see that the above sales orders, that means IT underscore VBAK, already sales orders we are selected. From that, I just want to see that the status is equal to C or not. So for all entities in IT underscore VBAK, where what is the common field between these two? VBLN equal to IT underscore VBAK, VBLN, and what is the condition? GBSTK not equal to C. If it is C, that is a completed sales order. It is not equal to C, then that is not the not completed sales order. It's clear.
So
one small doubt, sir.
Uh,
Like initially in select option, we also added material number there, Matner.
no, leave that. Timing, don't bother about the material number.
Okay, fine, sir.
Remaining things. What we used here is it clear?
That is clear because I was wondering. So when we use the select option there, should we
Yes.
also put
Hmm.
same thing in select option?
No, I didn't get that.
No, sir. Like we have used material number in select option, right? Previously.
No. The material number I will use in the next level, not at this moment.
Okay, fine, sir.
I will use that, but at this moment we are not reached to that point.
Okay.
So till now we are just talking about the sales orders. So in that sales orders, I don't want to retrieve all the sales orders. I just want to retrieve only open sales orders. So we are having a flag which will tell that is it open or closed. So I am just checking for a not equal to. That means not closed sales orders. Till that clear?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So now here our issue is, so now we are just retrieving relevant sales orders as per the selection criteria. So we just entered only 1000 Bangalore sales organization. Then what happened if you enter only Bangalore sales organization? It is retrieving all the sales orders what you created from the business starting. That means last 10 years, how many sales orders you are created? All the sales orders it is taking. Why? Because in VBAK level, I'm not able to filter is it closed or open. Okay, that is the problem. Okay, so if we start with this VBAK table, so I'm retrieving all the sales orders. In the next level, I am filtering is it open or closed. But at this moment, I'm not able to decide is it open or closed. All the sales orders I'm retrieving, we are having 10 crores records. So unnecessarily we are loading in the program unnecessarily. Then that is the problem. So second select query. If I move the select query to the first level, here at this moment, I know that is it open sales order, closed sales order. But user entered 1000 sales organization. But at this moment, I'm not able to filter based on the sales organization. Why? Because the sales organization field is not there in IT underscore VBUK. That always will face a problem like this. If we start with VBAK, we are not able to filter the information. Is it open or closed? If I start with open or closed by using VBOK, I'm not able to filter based on the selection screen parameters. So if I start with this one type of problem. If I start with this table, another type of the problem. Always in a real time, we'll face the problem. We know that what are the relevant tables and what they are expecting. Which table is first? How will you decide? Is it VBAK is the first or VBUK first? So always it will create some confusion actually. So here in this case, if I give a priority for the VBAK, unnecessarily I'm storing 10 crores of records. If I start with this one, unnecessarily I'm storing all the organizations in the entire world. We are just talking about Bangalore sales organization, and in that sales organization only 100 open sales orders are there, but unnecessarily you are storing 10 crores of records. But finally you display 100, but internally you are getting the information of 10 crores of records, which is 100% wrong. Unnecessarily you are putting load on the program. So how to avoid? So at a time I want to filter based on the criteria, selection criteria, what user is entered. At the same time, I just want to see that based on this open or closed. So in that case, we are having one more option called inner join. At a time, you can check which satisfies this selection criteria and which satisfies this open or closed. So now I'm clubbing these two select queries. So the last field I'm just adding here GBSTK, VBAK, inner join from VBAK, inner join. The second table VBUK, Here we can give alias name as A, B, like that. So the first one I have given VBAK, alias name is A, inner join with VBUK as B. Here you have to specify the relation between those two. What is the link common field between these two? A Vibelian equal to B Vibelian. So sales order number is available in both the tables. So that is a common field. That is a link between these two. And here, along with these conditions, you have to specify that GBSTK not equal to C. So at this moment, it will give only 100 records. If you are individually retrieving, then you are unnecessarily getting the information of 10,000 records or 10 crores records. If we club both the conditions, finally, we are just collecting only required details. So in a government, they decide they have given one new scheme. There they are telling that ladies are eligible, okay, which are below 18 years, staying in Karnataka. That is also in a Bangalore. If we all the conditions, if you check at a time, only 1,000 people will come. If you simply checking the ladies in the India, all people from all the states will come. That is another problem. After that, if you simply consider Karnataka, but we are not talking about entire Karnataka, we are talking about a Bangalore. You have to give the complete condition, then exact records will come. Otherwise, unnecessarily, you will get all the records and finally will use only few records. So at the time of data retrieval, you have to pass all the conditions. What is our filtering criteria? Just pass that information at the time of retrieving the data from the database. Got the point? So for that purpose, some information is there in a VBAK, some information is there in a VBUK. To merge, if you merge these two, exactly you can filter. Only 100 records will come out of that. So that's why the final result contains only 100 records. Otherwise, if you individually you are retrieving, more records will come and find the program will take more time to process all. So now in this table, I just added one more field, GBSTK type VBUK hyphen GBSTK. So here, in case of fields, if you are retrieving this field from first table, then you have to write like a tilde. A means here Vebelian, sorry, VBAK. So these fields are coming from VBAK. These fields are coming from VBUK. So you have to give the name. Otherwise, it will create a confusion in the Vebelian also. It would about this. These are relevant to the VBAK table. Just give that information. This is relevant to VBUK. First time you are seeing the inner join. Inner join, what it will do? It will check both the conditions. With which records are satisfying both the conditions. Only those records it will take. Okay. Gender is female and age is less than 18. If both the conditions are satisfied, we maintain the gender in one table, we maintain the age in another table. You have to club both the tables by using an inner join. Then, who are satisfying those conditions, that particular condition, it will come out. Only those records will come. Simply, you are just checking gender, all the records in the entire India will come. We simply checking only is gents and ladies will come. That is another problem. So club at a time, check both the conditions which are satisfying both the conditions. Then only few records will come, only 1,000 records will come. So in that case, in our case also, we are not talking about all the sales orders. We are talking about only open sales orders. So that open or sales, that information is there in VBUK. General sales organization, that those details are available in VBAK. Club those two by using a inner join and get relevant records. Don't retrieve unnecessary information. Hmm? Clear?
Yes, sir.
The interview also, after 6 years of experience, that guy asked me. I simply told that I have developed one report for what is it, sales order details. Then that guy asked that, is it for open sales order or general report? So in a real-time point of view, if you use a word like a open, I have developed one report for open sales order details, that is a real time. If you simply tell that I have developed a report for sales order details, that is a fake. So by using that word itself, they will identify. At the time, I don't know this. What is open sales order, sales order? So open means if any business-wise, if anything is pending, that is an open sales order. Normally, we want to see the pending sales orders. Completed sales orders, what I will do from a business point of view, if everything is going smoothly and we already close that process, whatever it may be, we delivered the item, we got the money, then we are not talking about those things. As a regional manager, I just want to see that what are the open things. In our case also, just like in company also, they will check what are the open requests. Nobody will think about that close the request. We already closed. We did. We just want to see that open. Why it is open? How many days it's open? What is the delay? Is it a corona effect or some other transport issue? Band effect? I just want to track that. So always will think about that issues. They're not thinking about that already solved problem. Okay, here also our report should display open sales orders, not a generic sales orders. Clear?
Yes, sir.
I think is it enough for today or is it irritating?
Yeah, no, sir. You can continue. No problem.
So in the next level, so here Babylon and Postner and here Magner. VB table. You want to store to for one interesting. To underscore he came with the common between these two Babylon. So now here we're talking about that item information for those relevant sales orders. Here we are having a material number in S underscore mathematics. So here I use that field for filtering materials.
Got it, sir. So material number is in VBAP. It's not in VBAC, right?
It's not in the item level. Item details will be there in the VBAP. So what are the materials?
Yeah.
Header information, the customer details, what is the total value of the sales order. Those details will be then there in the VBAK. Individual items, those details will be there in the VBAP.
Okay.
That's just like a header and item. What happened? It's disconnected. I think it's disconnected.
Sometimes it takes time, sir.
Ah, okay, then I think it's loading. I don't know. If it's taking time, it's there's no problem. Otherwise, I have to declare once again.
Sir, you're not saved.
Just now I just declared those variables in those internal tables. I think it's disconnected.
Sir. There is no limit. Zoom meeting time.
No. Now it's extended. Nobody will use in India, no? So that's why they are allowing. I think so.
Okay.
Already it's a cross 45 to 45 minutes, 90 minutes. It's already crossed. Probably not with the Zoom meeting. This is a server. It's down.
Okay.
Connecting to HP7. Please wait like that.
Sir, you also take interviews, sir?
In L&T?
Huh.
Present, I'm not taking.
Previously. Sir?
No. Normally, I will be there in the panel. But present, I'm not taking. Why? Because
No,
I'm
previously.